this is exactly the strategy that some Armenians are applying. They withhold certain crucial facts so that you get the listener or the spectator gets, or the reader of the book gets a different opinion. Now, one is to set the record straight. Now, when I say Armenians throughout this talk, please understand only some Armenians from this reference and not the whole of the Armenian people or the members of the Armenian Anglican Church. This is not what I mean. And I certainly acknowledge the good faith, ability, creativeness, and the achievement of the Armenian nation, among whom many of us have good friends. But I shall certainly criticize their misdeeds. Now, I started referring to the Armenian-supported meeting that took place in Sydney about 10 days ago. There was a certain Mr. Kahramanyan who delivered the opening address, and he was like he was in charge of the ceremonies as well, and he was entirely one-sided, terribly prejudicial, full of exaggerations in his presentation, leaving no room for another set of crucial facts that change the whole picture. There was also a Madame, let's say, Roman Bishop, a federal MP from the Liberal Party, although a soft-speaking lady, fairly charming, proved herself entirely ignorant of many facts and figures already available in British, American, French, German, Russian, and certainly in Ottoman documentation. Well, she made generalizations one after another in her soft voice, which looked like gossiping the issue, rather than being based on solid investigation and research. But Mr. Chris Herscher's remarks topped them all in terms of their, if you'll excuse me, in terms of their inhuman approach and the giggling caused, especially when he referred to the visit to him of a former Turkish consul general accompanied by 2 federal police officers. A joke which produced laughter from the Armenian audience is as inhuman as one can get, with total disregard of the murder of 2 officials from the Turkish consul general here in this country. That was the reason why he came to him, accompanied with 2 Australian federal police officers. Now, this presentation, devoid of human qualities on the part of Mr. Hatcher and his Armenian audience, is, I'm sure, not only un-Australian, but it also defies all considerations of respect for the assassination of individuals and the feelings of their families. Proper behavior should not be sacrificed on the altar of politics in order to secure votes. And and an electoral support from a well-organized and moneyed minority. Mr. Hatcher and the other speakers made absolutely no reference to the more than the initial 120,000 deaths of Muslims in Anatolia that armed Armenians have caused. Even according to a prominent and contemporary British source, and I'm not quoting you a Ottoman source, and the figure there is a little higher, but let's put that aside. But this is the British source that I'm holding in my hand right now, and it is a dictionary of the First World War, a book printed in the year 2003 by two experts, edited by someone, and passed through the judgment of a council